Fiora.
Shulk.
She's...
Get it together, Shulk. We ain't got time to be hanging around here. I don't know what's happened to her, but that was Fiora. No doubt about it. You know what that means? She ain't dead. We gotta get her back.
Get her back. Right. We've come too far to give up now.
Then we'll go to Mechonis and find Fiora.
Just beyond there lies Sword Valley. The Mechon flew in the direction of Galahad Fortress. Fiora may be there. Will you pursue, Shulk?
Yes. We will get Fiora back.
It's a good thing that our future seer can't just be like, oh yeah, I've already seen it. She is there.
I think his vision's working on the same rules as Shulk's, in that they only happen for life-threatening incidents.
I mean, we know that to not be true, but okay.
Yeah, either that or he's just a gigantic dill hole.
It's almost like he could be the traitor.
If we're talking about Alvis, then yes, absolutely. So...
Alvis is blue. Blue is sus. Figure it out.
And you're all gonna be so embarrassed when it actually turns out that Alvis is completely on the level the whole time.
I won't.
Oh, what the...
Is all that big sword? Oh, if he's, then ouchie ouch!
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems... unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look. That flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether. But it looks like it's being... drawn in by something.
By the fortress? It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether? Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
Yeah, it's just tempting fate by jumping around. Next thing you know, he starts sliding down.
Oh no, we're too close to Valak Mountain.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mechon. The Mechon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then... there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mechon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mechon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now...
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
See, like, you want to talk about intelligence? Shulk is befuddled by a fucking fence.
I mean, so is Dunban, so.
See, again, proving the point even further.
How do I get over this?
Just wanted to get a look at what's on the other side of the fence.
It's a picket fence, you can see right through it.
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us.
Hey, it's...
Dixon!
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mekon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
I'm glad they decided to set up shop here just for us.
Man, I'm just kind of annoyed that they managed to wedge in this Han Solo expat.
So, yeah, we can just buy some anti-Mechon weaponry now. So now we never have to use Monado Enchant ever again.
I mean, the counterpoint to that seems to be that all of this anti-Mechon equipment looks like it's kind of trash.
Yeah, it's not great. I don't think they have more than one gem slot, if at all. And their damage values are a little on the lower side, but that's still more than what you would be doing with normal weapons to the Mechon.
Yeah, basically, like, this is good for right now, but, like, the second you get to, like, Mechonis Field itself, all of this shit is just absolutely obsolete, and, again, you'll be seeing why once we get there.
Alright, I just want you to know that it is extremely cute that you bought the anti-Mechon sniper rifle.
Hey there.
Yeah, why not? I'm flush with cash.
You're really making her feel important.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mekon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mekon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling Homs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be all right getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mekon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mekon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword, Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And a face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end. Although, perhaps there are still things to be learnt from having them challenge the boy.
Right. So, now that we've got our anti-mechon weaponry at Sword Valley, Julk, you're off the party leader spot. I don't know, it just feels right to have Dunban take the charge down Sword Valley, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, Sword Valley's pretty fun to charge down. It's given that it's pretty much just a straight shot, it's pretty hard to get lost here, but there's a lot of fun fights to be had. Quite a few unique monsters too.
And it's also got a really rockin' background track, too.
Oh yeah, it's real good.
But yeah, you might be able to, if you were paying attention or you have a good memory, be able to spot a couple of locations that were featured in the prologue. And I think you can actually even, like, see, like, the wreckage of, like, the Colony 6 and the Colony 9 Defense Force craft that are still kind of strewn about here and there too from a year ago.
It would not surprise me if you actually could go and find those. I, on the other hand, do not have that kind of memory, so I don't think I could spot that stuff.
Well, we kind of passed one vehicle, like right there at the start, that was kind of crashed into the canyon wall there, but yeah, no, I think it's a little bit deeper into the valley itself. You start coming across wreckage of, like, the prologue battle.
Right. Anyway, here's I think this is the first fortress unit we can fight in this game. These things are fucking huge. They can be kind of tricky to deal with because they hit really hard, and I don't remember if it was this one, but I think at least one of these things has an attack where they just basically just slam down and just knock anyone who's underneath them over, which really sucks to deal with.
And again, I think these things were featured in the prologue, but you thankfully never had to fight any of them. But, like, they were just kind of there in the background stomping around while, like, the smaller mechon advanced on you.
Oh yeah, you could definitely see these guys in the back. Anyway, here's my feeble attempt at changing the future.
By the way you're describing it, I'm assuming it doesn't go well.
But the future refused to change.
Yep.
Can't believe Chaos let himself get owned.
I was really hoping that everyone at high tension would just get me at least one extension on the chain attack. Oh, also this thing can just daze everybody like with no real warning. That's fun. like, you can totally take them out. Just be prepared, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Also, in the way of the anti-mechon weaponry, I think it's actually kind of pointless to get for Amelia too, just because you know, she's primarily fighting with ether damage, and the calculations for that are different compared to physical damage. And I don't think she actually has that much of a damage reduction, if at all, compared to like all the swords and shit.
Man, this area is reminding me a lot of, like, late-game Xenoblade 2. All these fucking layers. Stairs up and down. Walkways over these big expanses.
Yeah, they definitely tapped into that again, for, the World Tree. I may or may not be in Chapter 8 of Xenoblade 2 right now.
That sounds fun.
Don't get careless, guys! Don't feel the power returning to me. Yeah, Dumbo, go for it! Electric Buster! Leave a mark? It'll take more than that to slow us down.
Everyone do good!
Let's stay focused. No mercy! Don't get careless, guys!
There's even just as many killer robots there as there are here, now that I'm thinking about it.
Let's stay focused.
Consistency is key.
Well, you know, it wouldn't be a Xeno game if they didn't throw a bunch of robots at you. That's just the law.
Yeah, if there's anything I've learned over the past couple years, it's that Tetsuya Takahashi really likes mechs and robots.
Yep. Especially mechs and robots that vaguely resemble angels.
Yeah, that and all of that Christian symbolism.
Yeah.
That may or may not actually mean anything, like when Juju got crucified.
Oh, it's a layer even deeper than that. It's not just Christian symbolism, it's Gnostic Christian symbolism.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the Gnosticism at some point.
Oh god, will we ever.
No mercy!
Ricky can win by himself.
Don't get careless, guys! Steel strike! Leave a mark? I'll set you all to shreds! We can definitely do this! Prepare for the next fight. Piece of cake!
Not bad! Not bad!
I do love just like listening to like the battle banter again, just like the first time in a long while. Just Ricky, like especially like with Shulk in the party, just like treats Shulk like his dog. Like Shulk, good boy.
You'll be gone before you know what hit you.
Kinda wish Shulk had a response to that.
Victory to Ricky!
Cool. Let's keep this up. I'll cut you all to shreds. We can definitely do this. The time has come. Prepare for a chain attack.
Oh yeah, one other thing I did want to mention. The overhead introduction to Sword Valley did have a different map icon. I think this area is technically considered part of Mechonis, just based on that. So we made it. We're in Mechonis, I think.
Yeah. I think there like might be one or two areas that are still technically part of Bionis, but yeah, basically from here on out, yeah, instead of showing Bionis, it'll show Mechonis, and I think the overlay was red for Mechonis in the original game, wasn't it?
I don't remember if they changed the color, actually. I'm going to have to look that up, but yeah, it's Bionis was always blue, and Mechonis is either red or red-orange. It's a much warmer color.
Yeah. And, like, it's on the right side of the title card instead of being on the left side like Mechonis is, or Bionis is.
Also, as you proceed through Sword Valley and you approach these fortresses, you'll get a bunch of surprise quests to go liberate them.
Really, that's what they went with? Surprise quests?
That's what it said on the quest card. Surprise quest.
I mean, it's not exactly like there's anybody really around here that can just, like, give you a quest if you talk to them.
Yeah, just the weird voices in your head saying, "Surprise! Go capture this fortress."
I mean, Shulk already has voices in his head that just say, "Surprise! Go kill everything." So it is kind of in keeping.
But you don't even have to. Like, you have to go there in order to unlock the door. Like, why do this whole weird surprise quest thing?
To give the people who might not go upstairs a reason to go upstairs? I guess?
Yeah, like I said, this kind of reeks a model of kind of realizing, like, oh shit, there's no NPCs around here that can, like, basically, like, kind of railroad you or, like, guide rail you into, like, further exploring Sword Valley more than just the path you need to take to get to the next cutscene, so, you know, let's, encourage exploration by hook or by crook.
It's kind of weird, because you'd think that in a story like this, you'd have maybe, like, a high Entia who, like, roams around this location and he's a spy. He's like, oh yeah, there's some stuff over by that tower or whatever. It'd probably be a good idea if you could shut it down.
I mean, I feel like... I mean, first of all, I feel like in a game like this, just the simple act of wandering around and finding shit is kind of its own reward to begin with. But like,
you're not wrong.
But like, even if it wasn't, like, you could have just put a treasure chest or something up there.
Yeah,
you know,
like
that would have done the exact same thing without having this weird kind of sort of quest thing.
It's weird, but that's the best I've got. Like, it tells you explicitly, hey, there might be something up there for you to fight. Go up there and fight it.
Or, you know, another thing you could have done is you could have just had Dixon be like, hey, there's gonna be some checkpoints along the way. Make sure you check, make sure, you know, you look around. There might be some good stuff.
Yeah, it's strange, but whatever.
Yeah, you're not exactly in Sword Valley all that long, if you get my drift, so...
Or, yeah, that even better. It could have just not had quests.